Thank you very much, Mili ma'am. At the outset, let me extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the Honorable Chairman, BOT, prestigious Dhaka International University, the Board of Trustees, the Director, IQAC, and my good friend, Dr. Sirajul Islam Pradhan, respected Chairman, Deans of different departments, HODs, and Directors, and esteemed faculty members. Thank you for this wonderful learning opportunity because once we interact with each other, engage in discussions, we all learn from each other. And I'm sure that most of the departments in DIU have gone through HECE project. I think that's the foundation where we have understood about the quality parameters, KPI, learning outcomes, a lot of new things. No, we have come across. I think that's the foundation. Now we have to build it up. I always remember at the time of HECE project, there was one very popular saying across different universities and almost all the peer reviewers from Bangladesh like Kabir sir, Sanjay Adhikari sir at HECE and so many people, they always used to quote one thing. Even Mesbah sir also, that time he was heading this particular project, all used to say that the biggest room in this world is for improvement, room for the improvement. I think that's the guiding principle to strive for quality enhancement, quality assurance. I think we must accept that none of us are complete in terms of our subject knowledge or in terms of expertise in any domain because environment is changing so fast, the industry needs are changing so fast, the ed tech is changing so fast. In this VUCA world, we call it, in this turbulent environment, every time being an academician, we need to keep a track about the changing scenario and bring changes in the internal processes, whether it is teaching learning, whether it is placement, whether it is research or any other processes, so that we can ensure that there is 360-degree development in the output. What is the output is the outcome. I think that is the crux of the outcome based education, what we all have embraced, all the department, because outcome based education means whenever students are coming out of the system in 4 years or 5 years program, essentially they should have some qualities and how we can build up the qualities. Now based on this we need to ensure that our processes are streamlined, the processes are enhanced, the processes are changed over a period of time so that we can keep track with the changing scenarios. So that's why quality come into place. No product, no company, no individual can exist today without the quality. Quality is the center. Quality is the center of any function or any activity. Without quality, we are simply nothing. And the competitive situations wherein we are in Bangladesh, India, or any other country, we compete with each other, okay, because whole globe is one platform and students mobility, they come from one place to other place for their career, they move from one country to another country. So in this dynamic situation we need to ensure that we take up the best wherever the best inputs are there. As an educator, as an academic institution, we should be able to absorb that, adapt, and ensure that we give the best quality to the students. Now we know that Bangladesh accreditation councils, okay, it's a very unique and very good start, which is the outcome of HECE project, okay, and the all departments and the universities, they must go through the back, okay, Bangladesh accreditation councils, and there are fantastic parameters and KPIs are given. On the similar line, at the global platform, because national accreditation is mandatory, but global accreditation is not mandatory, that is optional, but we must have it because we have to operate in a global environment where students move across. I told about student mobility and any innovations in the academics in any parts of the world, we must be able to absorb the best. I think that's how we can ensure that we progress on a continuous basis. That's what I said that in the beginning, that the biggest room in this world is room for the improvement. I think that's the journey. Now we need to take a single step. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. It is rightly said. I think small initiatives, the small steps, if we start taking now, collectively, it becomes a huge change. So when I discussed, okay, the ranking in the global platform, we have QS ranking, we have Times Higher Education ranking, we have Shanghai ranking. There are many rankings are there which are well established and they have huge branding, right? They have huge branding and standing, and their quality parameters are highly respected, okay, and accepted. What is very important, accepted in the world. So DIU being a premier university in Bangladesh with a lot of initiatives and lot of efforts taken by the each department and especially the board of trustees to bring it in the front line, maybe top 3 university in Bangladesh and maybe top 10 in Southeast Asia. I think that should be the motto. When no, there is a beautiful saying, when our vision is clear, the passion drives us. I think we need to have a vision map. That's why in the quality, the vision map for the next 10 years or the 5 years, 5, 10 years, midterm, long term is so important because that drives us, that gives us direction where you want to go 5 years from now. Now, if a university progress, essentially university is nothing. It's just bricks and mortars, infrastructure. What makes a university great? I think the faculty and the students make the university great. And what about faculty and students? Now they follow the standing operating procedures and the processes which are there in place. So these processes has to be modernized and scientific, and this ranking and accreditations that tell us what you have to do. So without progressing the faculty member, without any development of the students, a university cannot progress by itself because university itself has no existence. It's just an infrastructure, a building. Okay, the heart and souls of any university is its faculty member, staff, and the students, which are guided by the processes all around. Now, this particular ranking, it talks about the processes. The processes. If processes are well defined, okay, if as a faculty we all know what we are supposed to do, what is our job, how we can progress individually, it becomes very simple. It's not a very difficult task that no we can't do or it's beyond no our control. Now when I was discussing with director IQAC, so especially as of now we are thinking about the QS and the Times Higher Education ranking. Then I requested that let us discuss one by one because one ranking itself is a huge, okay, the criteria and the parameters, whatever is there, that cannot be combined and in one day it will be very difficult and confusing also. It will be overlapping concepts. So let us discuss today the QS ranking, okay, which is otherwise called Quaquarelle Simmons. Okay, it's a very famous ranking. And what are the parameters are there? Okay, how as a university or as faculty members, each departments, okay, we can put our best efforts within the given challenges and the situations and the workload whatever we have, but we need to see that no we get some good ranking in the QS and Times Higher Education in the coming days. And definitely, as I said, that back is mandatory. We have to get into that. Okay, I'm sure that no you all are aware of and you all must be working. And please let us make interactive so that no we learn from each other. And in case there are any clarifications, and anything to be discussed in details, we can always do that. Otherwise it would be a monologue. Okay, and very well experienced and senior members are there today, so it's an opportunity for me also to learn from them. Now I'll just start the formal presentations, and then we'll take on the discussion. You can ask questions, raise questions, and we'll discuss and we'll move forward. So the overview of QS ranking, its headquarters situated in London. QS ranking headquarters situated in London. Initially, it used to come along with the Times Higher Education QS ranking. In 2004, it got separated. Okay, Times Higher Education ranking, they started ranking separately, and QS they started ranking separately. Now QS, they have region wise ranking. Okay, we have to understand that, like Asia, they have a different ranking parameters or different ranking mechanisms, including universities in Asia, Latin America, the Caribbean, and the Arab region. They have ranking for MBA also. In 2023, they started for, especially the sustainability ranking. So there are certain parameters of sustainability. Now, if you go through these presentations, all of us will be surprised to understand that most of the things we have. But what is very important in the HACCP also used to say, and I'm sure that all of you know about, it's about documentation, it's about put into proper structure. Okay, and here and there little bit of changes, not that we need huge investment. In most of the cases, some of the cases we need investment, but in most of the cases we have this, only have to put it into proper format. Now the steps to participate in QS ranking, meeting the base requirements, universities must meet certain eligibility criteria to be considered, such as having at least 4 years of academic operations. We meet that criteria. There we meet the criteria. Offering a broad range of academic disciplines, do we have it? They must also have sufficient data for the evaluation process. Now here comes the challenges. Sufficient data. Okay, now data from where we'll get it? Until we document it, we cannot get the data. Any activity, any workshop, any FDP, or any functions which is happening, like I see on the Facebook, lot of clubs under no law department. Okay, very creative things. Okay, a lot of activities are happening under DIU, but everything needs to be documented. Those things are also very very critical, because those falls under no extracurricular activities, which is essential, okay, as a part of the quality parameters as well. So many activities we do it on our day-to-day basis, but most of the times we don't document it, or we don't put it in a very structured format, so it does not become a data. Okay, data is raw, but that has to be documented, right? Then we can process it, we can fill up the form. While filling up the form, this information will be required. So the first step, the data submission, I'll give you the complete details, okay, how we can do that at the end. This is just the initial few slides. I kept it so that we know how to go about. The QS gathers data from various sources, including university submission and third-party submissions. See here, one thing's come very, very critical. The sources like Scopus for research data, Web of Science, Scopus. Now these are very well established, okay, research journal. They will ask for the link, okay, that if any professor or any faculty member has published paper in the Scopus and Web of Science journal, or any famous journal, okay, ABDC ranking journals, in that case those links to be provided, they will cross check, they will verify it. Okay, so that is very important. It's not about building the data, filling up the forms, uploading the data, but they would like to cross check also. Even they will like to we have to give the name of like 100 faculty members in across regions in India, maybe Gulf, maybe other countries including Bangladesh. Okay, and the QS, they will be sending the form, okay, to all these faculty members. They will give their input about DIU, so they will take that input also. It's not solely based on the data we upload, okay, but they will cross check into third party sources like Scopus, even through the survey. Okay, so it's a kind of foolproof mechanisms. Now, key parameters in the QS world ranking. What are the parameters are there? I'm sure that most of the parameters we are aware of under HACCP project, and the parameters are more or less similar what we have in the Bangladesh Accreditation Council. I've gone through that parameters also in the website. It's more or less similar. It is some places it is much in details. Now what happens, the beauty is, if we work for one particular ranking, automatically we have the basic requirements met for any other ranking. Whether it is back or QS or any other rankings, we make, but only the first time we need to really put efforts and the hard work to keep the documents ready, right? Like academic reputation 40%, a survey of academics worldwide, what I was talking about just few minutes back, academic reputation 40%. See, out of 100%, 40% is academic reputation. A survey of academics worldwide assess the quality and impact of universities' research output. Like they will ask for Scopus link, okay? They will survey with the faculty members about the dear university, its reputations, okay? Now, whatever reply those faculty members they'll give, they will assess that as well. The employer reputation 10%. Again, it's a huge 10% is a huge one. This measures how employers view graduates from a university, providing insight into the employability of its students. Again, that's why already we have in place outcome based education, wherein we have spoken what are the generic skills and the specific skills student must have as a learning outcome when they come out of the process engineering program or their academic programs, correct? So that essentially linked with the employability. We'll see much in depth, okay, in part of academic reputation and employer reputation, what are the points we need to work on. And then we have few slides later on. Faculty student ratio 20%, again very essential. And we know in the teaching learning process in the HACCP also used to say in one class how many students are there. Okay, if it is like 70 80 in one class, it would be really very difficult, okay, to interact with the students. And we say that class should be interactive, very engaging, there should be group discussions, there should be role play, so on and so forth. So if you want to do that, I think a class of 100 students, it would be really very, very difficult. So we need to find out some measures how we can address this. This evaluates the teaching quality by assessing how many students each faculty member is responsible for. Again, it comes under mentoring, also comes under part of it. Now, international faculty and student ratio. I think again one criteria. India, we have good number of international students as well. Reflecting the university's global outlook, the indicator. This indicates rewards institutions with a diverse academic and student body. We'll discuss all the points in details. The fifth one, 5% weightage, international faculty and student ratio. Okay, global outlook, okay, this one is done. Then citation per faculty, 20%. This measures research output by calculating the number of citation per faculty members. Again, see the weightage 20%. Okay, it's a huge weightage given on the research. Until unless, and you get more citation when you publish in Scopus, Web of Science or ABDC top ranked journals, you get more citations. So citations per faculty member, that means we need to really encourage on the research department, research bureau or cell, whatever name we call it. Okay, 20%, that's a huge number. We need to encourage the faculty members to publish no paper in the good journals. ISSN journal is fine, but on the higher level, on the Scopus and Web of Science and ABDC journal, so that no other researchers, they cite their papers in their research work, and that's how you get more citations, right? So until unless we publish in the high-end journals, that would be very difficult to get more citations. The new metrics, what I was talking about, that is about sustainability. Okay, that's a new metrics they started. Okay, QS ranking. for sustainability. This also we can apply exclusively for sustainability also, or otherwise no subject wise in the other area also. This one is recently launched. Evaluate how universities are contributing to sustainability practices, employment outcomes, tracks the success of graduate and finding employment, international research network, assessing collaboration with international researchers, reflecting global influence. Now, this is the first point what we discussed on employer reputation. What are the different ways how we can ensure that employers they get good visibility or they get good reputations. Now here comes the different ways to improve this particular parameter or the criteria. Establish strong industry connections, develop partnership with the leading employers. I think this part helps employers brand building. Okay, DIU as a whole, it helps. If DIU has more company sponsored research cell or excellence cell or laboratory through some kind of collaborations, definitely that helps. A lot of tie-ups with the companies and the corporate for the placement for the joint research, or establishing a sale in the specific areas in the engineering, especially in the different branches. Okay, that helps. Create an industry advisory board. I think this is very, very important. Now, all universities and institutions they have the advisory board. I think we need to have one academic advisory board, okay, including top academicians, and one industry advisory board separately, so that they can give us insights what are the industry requirements, how industry is changing, so that our curriculum we can include some of the emerging changes or the needs. What we call in quality is mapping, skill mapping. What we are teaching, whether those qualities are really required by the industry or not. So these skill mappings are very, very important. If we have good tie-ups with the industry, if you have one independent industry advisory board, then definitely we can get the raw inputs, right? Then campus recruitment drive and job fairs. Okay, this is another point you all are aware of. I'm just quickly running through this. Focus on skill development and career readiness. Once again, whatever there in the curriculum, that's perfectly fine, but we need to have some top up, like DIU organize time to time international webinar series or many FDPs and workshop, or value added certification programs on some of the skill sets which the industry need, which is difficult to include as a credit point in the curriculum. This curriculum it takes some time, around minimum 3-4 years we need time to change it. But no, we cannot leave the student just like that. We need to ensure that students they get the essential qualities which are needed by the industry. And then soft skills and technical training, definitely in DIU we take care of. Now see, I am like a member of DIU extended family. So no, I'm part of all of you. Okay, I'm part of the team. So most of the things I am also aware of. Not many things, but most of the things I am also aware of. Soft skill and technical training, yes, we do have. Okay, but we need to improve. Okay, that's what I said. Okay, most of the things we have, we need to structure it, format it, we have to improve it, document it. Right, that much we need to do it. Then enhance curriculum relevance. Curriculum relevance means with the industry requirement through skill mapping, how we can make the curriculum relevant and dynamic. Professional certification and short courses. Once again, the certification courses for the better employability. Strengthen alumni relations. And I'm sure that I've seen on some of the Facebook post that alumni associations they're interacting with the existing students in some engineering departments a few days back. I think that's a very innovative initiative, and we need to once again we need to document it. Okay, that's what I said. We do many activities. If you can structure it, document it, okay, then things can be done. We need to have one alumni cell, dedicated alumni cell. Okay, guest lecture through alumni, okay, career counseling through alumni, placing the students in the alumni where they're working in their companies. Okay, we can create an exclusive, okay, alumni fund, okay, wherein alumni voluntarily they can give some donations, and we can use that fund for the existing or current students various programs and the development. Okay, that's a very structured way. As a very structured way in the HECAP project also, we were insisting on this, exclusive alumni cell, okay, and giving them a separate platform, a web link wherein they in the DI website where we can where they can register, okay, where they can register themselves as an alumni, okay, regular alumni meet, okay, all those activities are required, and I'm sure that most of the things are happening. It's not that happening, it's happening, but we need to create some momentum in all the departments, not only in one department or two departments, and we need to build it up. Showcase alumni success stories, okay, is a part of the alumni network. Okay, alumni, those who are doing extremely well, okay, we need to showcase their stories. We need to discuss so that no current students they can see a future in them. That's very important. Enhance university employer communication and feedback. Conduct employer satisfaction surveys. This was part of the HECAP project. Okay, how the students, the passed out students, alumni, those are working, how they're performing. Can we get some feedback from the employer? And as a part of HECAP project, we used to visit the companies to take the feedback. I think most of things are there also in the department, which have gone through the HECAP project. Host employer roundtables, and that's very important aspect. We can have HR meet, okay, or we can have CEO meet in the university where exclusively HR managers of different companies can come and have a roundtable panel discussion. CEO meet we can have. So this how we build the reputation of the employer or the DIO as a universities, which have multiple which gives multiple benefits to us in terms of placement, in terms of joint research, in terms of fundings, okay, in terms of creating visibility, or no forming our advisory board, no corporate advisory, industry advisory board. So there are n number of benefits having no being connected with industry. Foster innovation and entrepreneurial skills, another area which is very very critical. We need to have, which is essential. Okay, I'm not talking about as a part of ranking. Definitely it is a part of ranking, but beyond that, as a university we need to have an incubator. We need to have a dedicated entrepreneurship development cell to encourage promising entrepreneurs, correct? That gives us a lot of satisfaction, and these people they come back, and there are different ways how you can do that. How you can give the seed funding to these startups, and no that needs altogether a different discussion, okay, how we can build it up actually. So I'm not taking that much time. Probably in the QA session we can discuss that, or separately we can have some sessions on this. Research partnership with the industry. Now everywhere they're encouraging joint research. Okay, joint research. We get funding from UGC or the government, that's particular fine. But getting funding, especially from the corporate, is very, very challenging, because corporates know they fund means they need tangible outcomes, right? They will not fund any institution without they see that there is value, there is quality which would help in their business, correct? So if we get corporate funding means definitely we're doing extremely well. Okay, so this is a very very sensitive area. So joint research, corporate funding, and doing some MDP program for the corporate management development program, I think these are essentials to foster quality in any academic institutions, and that helps us in n number of ways, cutting across different disciplines. Okay, now moving forward, hire additional faculty members. Okay, now additional faculty members, like we can have adjunct faculty, guest faculty, visiting faculty, so that we can have a balance, because initially the point was there, the teacher student ratio may not be possible to have many faculty on the payroll, okay, permanent, but definitely we can have guest faculty, visiting faculty, so which can reduce the teacher student ratio. Competitive salaries and benefits, one factor. Once again, we need to motivate the faculty, okay, and see that, okay, their motivation always on the high, but the money cannot be all the time the factors for motivation. We know there is hygiene factor and non-hygiene factors. Hygiene factor means how do you feel at, okay, how you are respected, how your time is valued. Okay, so these are very, very critical. Money is definitely important, money is definitely important, but these factors are also equally important. And these are fringe benefits of the learning environment, what kind of academic healthy friendly, okay, environments we nurture and we inculcate. Okay, that's how students can follow us as a role model moving forward. Okay, we will not take much time. The step by step measures to enhance, once again, the point what I was insisting, competitive salaries, all those stuff, then adjunct and part-time faculty recruitment. Why once what I was just saying beforehand. Now encourage industry expert to teach part-time, very, very important area. I don't know how many we have as of now, but we can always work on this so that some industry experts, at least 1 or 2 credits, okay, or some sessions, okay, in a week or in a month, at least 4 sessions we can give to the industry experts, those because they have hands-on experience, right? They're domain specific. Those are working in that particular domain only. They should be invited and take few sessions because this is a part of no ranking process. Okay, and see, whatever is part of ranking process, if we look at the all these factors really useful and helpful for the university, for the students and the faculty. Okay, so it's not just have to do because of ranking. No, not like that. We have to do because these are for the betterment of the students and the university and for us as a faculty, and automatically the things will be in place and university can go for the ranking process. Okay, so we need to think in a different directions. Otherwise, no, it seems like that we have a lot of burden and the work because ranking we have to working separately. It's not. We are working for ourselves, right? We need to develop, we need to progress, we need to remain relevant and competitive in the competitive world, and our students should get the job. They should have no skill sets what industry look for. So if you can do all this, and I'll say that we need to be selfish in the sense we must do this, okay, for ourselves, for our better. And I said that most of the things we have it, okay, we need not that everything we have to do it. And so without investment we can do it. Okay, little bit of motivations and introspection and a vision to guide us. Okay, I think that's it. We all are capable of doing much more. Okay, what is there in this PPTs? Increase faculty retention satisfaction, another area. I'll not touch upon. We understand faculty retention and satisfaction. Reduce administrative load. Okay, we need to find a balance that we have separate administration. Okay, so workload management is one area we need to work on and find out some trade-off, some metrics, so that teachers get teaching load. Okay, and some no academic administration which are also essential as a part of the teachers. Okay, offer smaller interactive classes. Use graduate teaching assistant. Another very important in Heke project. While doing the Heke project, we focused on this. In Harvard, they call it student associateship program, wherein some students they will support to the faculty in making PPT, developing notes, handouts. Okay, and their workload can be calculated. They can be given some small appreciation token, whether in monetary terms, certificates in a small function. I think they will feel pride. You can give a certificate. They worked as teaching assistant. That will be useful for their. See, we have the resources, isn't it? We have the resource, not much investment. Just we need to here and there. We need to structure it. We need to document it. What are the activities we can do it? Okay, immediately without much investment, without much effort. Which are the activities we need some time? Okay, little investment. Which are the activities we need more investment? If you can separate all the activities and start working on this, I think okay, these are very much achievable, as I said. And time and again I reinforce this, that most of the things we have it, only thing we don't document or structure many things. So we feel that while someone asks for the data, we struggle. Okay, we struggle. That is only the gap we have. Some of the things definitely in the research, like publishing in Scopus and high ranking journals, wherein we need to really dedicatedly work, and we need to see that we come out with some good papers in the Scopus and Web of Science and the ABTC journal. Now invest in online and hybrid learning modes. This is already there. This is already there. International guest lectures, webinars are happening. Some of the modules especially for engineering and other departments, some of the credit, maybe 1 or 2 credit or some classes, if some faculty member, earlier we used to have it, I know, okay, and some faculty members to take classes at DIU. So we have to see if that can be arranged, okay, with minimum financial burden. Okay, some of the units, if some other teachers they take abroad, overseas, some people, so that becomes useful for the students also. They get different perspectives. Okay, that helps in workload management also. That is economical also. Okay, and that also useful for this kind of ranking and different accreditation process as well. Now encourage cross departmental faculty sharing. This is very very important, and it is already happening, I'm sure. Civil engineering and like no computer science and the triple E or ECE, some of the departments, some of the concepts we see that these are overlapping concepts. Like in MBA, if I talk about business, they have the fundamental of statistics, right? So statistics in mathematics or physics or chemistry, all other departments, science faculty, they are very good at. So definitely, but one person with MBA may not be able to teach it. So definitely we can have cross departmental faculty sharing. So that's what I said. It is there. Okay, so we need to work out the based on the workload and the timetable, all those things we need to work on. Guest lectures and the faculty exchange, we had it before COVID very well. Okay, some faculty used to go at DIU, stay for 5 days and take no few hours, few credit, some certification programs and all. I think we need to slowly start, because academics is a different process, and we need to see that we continuous no bring in no innovation and new things and thought process, so that our students when they go out, okay, they go happily, they get settled down, and as a university also we all excel. Minor and optimize class size allocation. Time and again this factor is coming with the teacher student faculty ratio, with guest faculty, industry faculty, adjunct faculty, okay, online hybrid classes. See, everywhere the point is connected, everywhere we can see the point is connected, and most of the things we have it, around 70% we have it. Okay, we need to structure process it, 30% always we can improvise. Regularly assess faculty. Okay, regularly assess faculty needs. I think that's one area to ensure that faculty are motivated. Okay, their requirements and needs are addressed and listened. We call given a year. Okay, so that's very very important. Okay, so faculty needs assessment is also important, because see, until unless faculty okay, their needs are taken care, or their requirements or clarifications are rightly addressed, okay, so they should be motivated, because no, as a faculty students we all have to do it. We are human being, and human being is no mixed emotions, right? So we are emotional, sometimes we are at low speed, sometimes we are at no very funny, okay, on full mindful. Okay, so different emotions are there, maybe personal problem, maybe problem at family, so many things may be there, and we need to take care. And I know that DIU is a perfect place, okay, wherein we have wonderful, okay, management, those who listen to us, take care of us. And I think that's the beauty, how DIU is progressing for last 7 to 8 years. Okay, I am also associated with it, and I'm really amazed to see that this kind of managements, the fantastic. Okay, whatever best possible. Okay, they are doing for us, and that's the source of great motivation for all of us. That no, we also give our best to ensure that they progress. Now, develop strategic international partnership, collaborate with global institutions. We had so many collaborations before COVID, and we need to start it, honestly saying. Collaboration, we have to do it, because see, individually today we cannot do everything. This is the time we need to collaborate with the academic institutions, with the research organization, with the industry, with the faculty members, so that collective resources, okay, everyone is benefited out of it. So collaboration is the only way we can move forward within the country, outside the country, both collaborations. Okay, so we need to again kickstart in this particular space, and see that we continue our academic excellence in the collaboration, in the exchange program, international research collaboration. We had so many in India, okay, before COVID. Now there is little bit challenges, but soon we'll overcome it. Okay, we'll overcome it. We all are academicians. We all want to do good for the students, for the nation, and we'll see that what things we can do, okay, so that is useful for our students, the future leaders who will lead the country. Okay, so that we should be able to do it. Now create scholarships and the financial aid for international students. And I know there are many scholarships given, okay, post COVID, to many students, even the domestic students, the okay, students, many scholarships are given. International students also are given scholarship. I think that's a very noble noble task by the management, that they're supporting the underprivileged students for their higher studies. We need to find out, see, once we support through scholarships, that means a lot of fund no we need, and fund we can get when we get more students on the volume. And when the more students we'll get, when the quality we have. Okay, one word, when you have the quality, whether it's teaching learning, whether it's students, faculty, placement, corporate connection, our research lab, okay, positive outlook, okay, positive messages on the social media. When all everything we have, automatically students will come, because students also look for quality, isn't it? Students, they will invest money, they also look where they can get good quality with not higher price, okay, with reasonable fees. And so they look for it, and we should be able to cater to their needs. And we are on the right track. We have been doing it. Enhance global marketing and recruitment efforts. Now participating in the international education fairs, international conferences, leverage digital marketing. I think this is very, very important. Our digital presence. There was a report, okay, few days back, that around 60% students' enrollment, directly or indirectly, okay, influenced by the digital marketing, the digital presence of the different activities and the university programs on the website, social media, whether it is Facebook, LinkedIn, okay, Twitter, TikTok, or whatever social media we have. Develop a global alumni network, very important. One is within the country, and many students of DIU, those who are settled outside, we should be able to connect a global alumni network, and that would be really very, very useful, okay, in so many different ways that we have discussed. Language and cultural support. Offer language and cultural support programs, like for the, especially this is for the international students, those are coming from the overseas. Some cultural sensitization program, some language support, and accommodate them, okay. And that part also they look for, and I'm sure these all are there, okay. International Student Union, and for their welfare also we have some initiatives in DIU. Only thing we need to see that how we can fine tune and modify this, streamline visa and immigration processes, help them in this, okay. How we can help the international students, these are all part of, okay, these are all part of, and we need to document it. Competitive packages and incentives for international faculty, this is another point. This is another point. Okay, so what I was suggesting, even we having internal faculty on payroll, sometimes it may be difficult. Okay, with huge salary they will ask for. So why not we have some distinguished faculty or professors? Okay, maybe in a year, 5-10 days they will come at DIU. They will stay there and teach with some remuneration, and that is one way of getting internal faculty. Other way is through blended mode. Okay, let some faculty overseas, they take some of the sessions for the students, that is also possible. So after COVID, the online mode is very well accepted around the world, okay, and accepted and appreciated. Before it was not, okay, acceptance was limited and it was not appreciated, but now it is accepted and appreciated, okay. So these are the two ways how we can address, instead of having a full-time faculty on board, okay, that would be very, very costly affair. Multicultural campus initiatives, okay, even for that is again the international students in the case of. Welcoming campus environment, the positive learning environment, what we talk about, especially campus facilities, services, amenities, okay, diverse culture. We have so many cultural programs, cultural clubs at DIU, so many activities, very vibrant campus, right? So all those things you have to in a structure where you have to put it and promote it. Okay, see many activities. Now if someone has a lot of knowledge, okay, but he or she does not disclose or interact with anybody, does not tell to anybody that his or her expertise area, and how the people will know? Okay, they will not know, isn't it? So whatever we have, we need to showcase that. We need to tell to the people, yes, we have, we are telling truth what we have. So once we do that, okay, that build and promote, encourage high impact publication. See, this is one thing, okay, very very important. Time and again I said that high impact publications that helps in more number of citations, research collaboration, co-authorship with some foreign authors, one author from DIU and another author from foreign, one author from no DIU, another author from industry. Like this co-authorship, it is very useful, but don't have more authors, more than two, like five, six, seven authors for one, and that is not accepted. Two, maximum three. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Encourage interdisciplinary research. Once again, the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary research is highly appreciated. Okay, cross-functional areas which have higher citation potential, because two departments, if they jointly do some research, that means CSE and triple E, suppose they do research jointly, so the chances of getting citation will be more. CSE no faculty also can cite the paper, and triple E also can. So these are very dedicated actually efforts, okay, initiatives. They do it how to increase the citations of their research paper. Now, see, to promote research, certain activities definitely we can do without much investment. Okay, but some funding is now, here comes funding. Some of the areas we need some good funding. Okay, uh, to encourage research, the faculty research, we can have some award and appreciation or token amount. That's one area. And some of the places, even your paper is very good, you want to publish, they'll ask for some subscription. Okay, they call it in a different name, some amount, 35,000, 40,000, 50,000, like that. And if you don't give, even the paper quality is good, okay, they don't accept. So that becomes challenge. So as a university, so 50-60% we can manage and faculty give, so that some of the papers, at least some of the papers in the Scopus and in the Web of Science, or some good publications, if we can have, that would be useful for the ranking, and that isn't needed. See what I said, as an individual faculty also know we need it, isn't it? And once we have it, automatically university also gets the benefit out of it. Okay, so some of the areas we need funding, but to write a good paper, what funding we need? We need to put efforts, we need to do the research, and we need to come out with a good paper, isn't it? Only for publications, maybe some places they will ask some kind of subscription. Therein, we need some support to be given to the faculty, case to case basis. Okay, case to case basis. We don't say that all the time it is to be given, but initially, enhance research visibility. Again, research visibility is very important. All research activities must be put up in the DIU website. Okay, we must have journals. Okay, and DIU as a whole one journal, and each department can have a newsletter which can be uploaded, okay, in the website, so that the outside people see. Anybody who wants to know about DIU, what they will do first, they will search Google, they'll go to the website, and they'll end up to the homepage. Now what kind of informations are given out there, okay, that is the primary contact, and that's how they get it. So some kind of search engine optimizations, okay, through digital marketing initiatives, but beyond that, search engine optimizations. But we can do this all. Our DI website should be kind of research repository, okay, wherein all research activities, all journals, whatever we have, all news bulletin, and faculty members, their contribute, they have done any good publications. So all details must be uploaded there. Leverage academic networks and social media. ResearchGate, academia.edu, so many research network is there. Okay, so faculty members must be encouraged to register there and showcase their research work. Okay, and collaborate with other faculty members. Okay, for joint research and exchange activities. That is very very useful. Offer research support and training programs. Some kind of mentorship programs. Those who have expertise in this area to the faculty. Those who are trying to publish. That is very helpful. Organize training on citation practices. Okay, training, some workshops, FDP program for the faculty members, how to write a good research paper for high impact journals, how to increase your citations. Okay, all those areas, some workshops and FDP definitely would give a leverage to the faculty members in their research journey. Organize and sponsor conference and workshop. At DIU, it's been happening fantastic. So many workshops on teaching learning process, learning outcomes, newly appointed faculty members, existing faculty members. Around the year, it's happening. In between, it was a little slow down, but it is again slowly, gaining the momentum. We need to continue these efforts. Not only continue, we need to document, record it. Okay, and all this news must go into the website and different platforms. That's also very very needed. Now, track and recognize high citation research. Okay, that is again high citation is coming because until unless we publish our paper in Scopus and the high impact journals, we will not get more citations. So papers will not have more impact. So here in some initiatives, some research and MT program, what we needed. Collaboration with the industry, once again, time and again, it's coming into place. Now, sustainability, the new metrics, what QS has started of late, the sustainability ranking based on that. Okay, this is a different ranking altogether. Okay, we can apply standalone for sustainability also. Environmental initiatives, the number one point, implement and promote environmental policies on campus. This could include setting targets for reducing carbon emission, increasing energy efficiency like solar energy, wind energy, whatever way you can do it. Okay, promoting sustainable waste management. This is very very important and this is useful. Okay, this is very cost effective. Actually, it saves money initially, even if we need some investment, but over a period of time it saves a lot of funding, and we need to do it also. Okay, sustainable research and curriculum. Encourage research and academic programs that focus on sustainability, climate change, and green technology, that aligns the university with global efforts for a sustainable future and attracts students' interest in environmental impact. See the sustainability, what are the factors coming into place? Community engagement. Develop partnerships with local and international organizations dedicated to sustainability, which can enhance visibility and commitment to environmental goals. Employment outcomes, employer partnerships, tracking graduate outcomes. This all comes under sustainability. Point number two, international research network, collaborative research projects, faculty exchange, hosting, attending conferences. I am running through because these are the things we all are aware of, and we have also spoken a little bit so that we get some time at the end for some kind of discussion. Okay, and now process of applying. Okay, these are the parameters in general for QS ranking, and we have seen that in HECAP project most of the things were covered. In back also most of the things are available, right? So if you work for back, okay, I think that can be the foundation for QS ranking. Okay, because the data everywhere, whatever we collect, that can be useful. Okay, that we can interchange. Here maybe some places informations what are sought for is little different in nature because QS is a global ranking, isn't it? And back is a national accreditation system. Those you must have it. Okay, it's mandatory to have no back, but this is not mandatory. This is your global positioning. Okay, this is for your branding. This is to become a global university. Okay, it can have its off campus maybe 10 years in some Gulf countries or in some other countries. For all this, you need this kind of, okay, global ranking. That's what I said. We must have a clear vision what we are going to do in 5 years, 10 years down the line. And the same spirit must be injected, okay, to the faculty, to the staff. Students should take the pride, yes, their university is progressing. Okay, so all these things that we have to connect all the dots, right? Now, let's come to eligibility criteria. Program before applying, ensure your institution meets the following requirements. Program offering provide full degree programs at UG and PG. Requirements. Faculty areas, arts, humanities, engineering, we all have subject diversity. With each faculty area provide programs at least two distinct subjects, as it's there. Graduated classes at least have minimum three graduated classes in each offered subject we have, because we are there for a long time. Data submission process. Accurate, comprehensive data submission is crucial. See number one. Assign a primary contact in the university. Register on QS Hub. In the QS website, there is a QS Hub wherein we can register. Okay. In case of any problem, we can always contact to their help desk. Provide elsewhere Scopus ID. See, QS utilizes elsewhere Scopus database for research metrics. Whether really our faculty members have published no papers in Scopus, okay, or not. Okay, so if they are published, so that link we have to provide while submitting, so that they can find out what is the ID, elsewhere Scopus ID for the faculty member, so that they can check, yes, this faculty member is working here and this is their publication. They'll do some kind of cross check. No? Submit survey contacts. Now, this is what I referred in the beginning itself. Provide contacts for the QS Global Academic Survey. We need to give some, as per they need, some 50, 100 or 100, 500, okay, contact details of the faculty members, okay, and they will send no papers to us, some questionnaire they will send. We need to fill it up so that they get the input what the faculty members outside no Bangladesh, how they are rating this particular university. There is a detailed questionnaire actually, and I filled up for one university, so I know how it happens. They have given my name, so I fill it up. Every year they do the same practice. Now, key performance indicators. Once again, it's a quick recap. QS evaluates institution based on the following metrics: academic reputation 30, employer reputation 15, faculty student ratio 10%, citation per faculty 20. See research outcome. International faculty ratio 5%. We can do it through visiting or visiting faculty, or no international webinar, okay, distinguished faculty, calling them for 5 days. Okay, there are ways to address this. International research network, global research collaborations, okay, with other university, other faculty members, some kind of research. Maybe it is small way, maybe joint paper, okay, some joint seminar conference. These are also part of research activities, isn't it? Employment outcomes, graduate employment rates and success. And employment outcomes, you have seen there are so many insights were there, how we can improve the employability of the students. What are the different ways we can do that? So all those we need to have it, and we need to document it properly. Sustainability 5%. Institutional commitment to environmental and social sustainability. That's another area. Understanding these indicators can help in strategic planning and resource allocation. Now, timeline and deadline. Data collection. QS typically collects data annually. Ensure timely submission to be considered for the upcoming ranking cycle. That in the website we can find out. Survey participation. Encourage faculty and employer contact to participate promptly in QS service. Regularly check communication from QS from any updates or changes in the submission process. That if we register there, they will get it. Benefit of participation, why need to have? institution visibility, attractiveness, benchmark with the global parameters, strategic planning to become a global universities or getting students from the abroad. So these are no some of the parameters what QAs they look for as far as this ranking is concerned. And as I've gone through in details, I've seen that most of the parameters and most of the activities, I'm sure that you will agree with me that we do have at DIU. Okay, we do have at DIU, and so many things are happening in each department. We have very vibrant learning environment and so many clubs, so many activities. Only thing here and there, we need to fine tune some of the activities. We need to document it and structure it, and we need to match it. Okay, these parameters, whatever we have just mentioned it, that under each head, okay, subhead, the small indicators were there, no key performance indicators, KPI, what we talk about. So whether we have on this, so we need to segregate, and separately we have to maintain those records. And wherever we don't have much activities, we need to see that we do have activities. And some other places there may be the case that we don't have any activity. So in a limited way, in a limited scale, within the resources whatever we have to see that how we can at least start it, how we can at least start it. Later on, probably, if some investment is needed, that always management will think about it and extend it, because once we get some global ranking, definitely that's a blessing, okay, for all of us. That's a blessing for all of us, and collectively we can excel. Okay, and I think that that's it, no in a very briefly. And as we move forward towards this quality enhancement journey, we need to interact with each other, learn from each other. That's why I always I say that we should discuss and engage, so that we can share ideas, and this is the process. Especially, each one of us can get benefit out of it. And now, Millie ma'am, thank you so much. This is a formal presentation. What I thought that I should do it, and probably at the end we can have no the we can discuss in a very friendly way. It's a part